In the shadow of the Roman Empire, when confessing Christ meant certain death, a young believer stood firm. His name was Senator, a Christian of Alban, whose blood became a seed of faith. But who was this martyr, and why does his sacrifice still echo across the centuries? Today, we uncover the story of Saint Senator, Martyr of Alban. The age of the early church was marked by fierce persecution. Roman emperors saw Christianity as a threat to their gods, traditions, and political order. Among the many Christians who shed their blood for Christ was Senator, a young man of Alban. Though history offers only fragments of his life, the Church remembers him as a steadfast witness to the faith. One who would not renounce his Lord even under threat of torture and death, Senator was likely born in the late 3rd century, during a time when Christians practiced their faith in secrecy. He grew up in an age where gathering for the Eucharist meant risking imprisonment, where owning scriptures could lead to execution. Yet, Senator embraced the gospel with zeal. Like many martyrs of his age, Senator's courage was tested when the Roman authorities demanded that he sacrifice to the pagan gods. Refusing to deny Christ, he was arrested and condemned. The acts of his martyrdom describe him as bold and unshaken in the face of trial. Instead of fear, he showed faith. Instead of despair, hope. His name, Senator, became forever linked with the witness of Alban's Christian community. The exact manner of Senator's execution is not recorded with certainty. But tradition holds that he was scourged, tortured, and finally put to death for the name of Christ. In his final words, he proclaimed his faith in the Lord Jesus, refusing every offer of mercy that required apostasy. For the Romans, Senator's death was intended as a warning. But for the Christians of Alban, it was a victory. They gathered his relics, honored his memory, and told his story from generation to generation. Though centuries have passed, the memory of Saint Senator remains alive. In Alban, and throughout Christendom, his name is invoked as a martyr of fidelity. His feast day reminds the faithful that true discipleship often demands sacrifice. The martyrs like Senator remind us that Christianity was not built on ease or comfort, but on courage, conviction, and love so strong it conquered fear of death itself. What does the life of Senator teach us today? That our faith must not remain hidden in comfort, but lived with boldness. Though few are called to shed blood for Christ in our time, every Christian is called to live faithfully, to defend truth, and to shine as a witness in the world. Saint Senator of Alban stood before the power of Rome, armed with nothing but his faith, and conquered through martyrdom. His courage echoes across the centuries, asking us, what would you be willing to give for Christ? Saint Senator, Martyr of Alban.